Hello guys and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm gonna show you 3D wrapping in Mesh Morpher Graph, and we're gonna see some advanced techniques that we can achieve with the Mesh Morpher Graph. And yeah, let's get going. First, we're just gonna do the wrapping for our MetaHuman meshes, the head and body. Let me add another node here. And the target is going to be a DAS character, right? So let's add another node here. Let's load our MetaHuman meshes. This is the body. And now let's load the head. Let's select our DAS mesh. Okay, so now we want these two meshes to wrap to our DAS mesh and then bring back the result to our meshes, right? Because we're going to use some geometry cleanup and stuff like that, and we will use the vertex count order and whatnot, right? So let's start with appending. We're going to do the wrapping together for these two meshes, so we want to append this. We append weights method is going to be none. We don't need any skeleton data for this. Okay, and we're also going to do a welding, right? So let's do this welding here. Okay, now our meshes are welded together, and we can proceed further. Let's go to the DAS mesh, and we use a select node. And for this DAS mesh, we're going to use fingernails, legs, arms, head, body. No eyes, no nothing. Let's accept this. Okay, and now let's do the same for the MetaHuman mesh, right? Let's use a select node, and let's select only the body and the head materials. Okay, and the next thing we want to do is we want to remove the geometry that's inside the head, right? This mouth bag, all this stuff. So let's use remove occluded. This will remove the occluded vertices, like this area here I'm pointing. And to do that, we need to switch to raycast occlusion samples. I'm just going to add some samples here and recompute it. This is it. Okay, and now we want to do the same for the MetaHuman, right? Let's go with remove occluded and just do the same thing. Let's see if the mouth bag has been removed. It has, so everything is good. Perfect. And now we can proceed further with the landmark selection, right? For landmarks, we have two options. We can either use points, landmark points, or spline landmarks, right? I'm going to show you how to use both, and let's proceed. Let's center a little bit this here. And with the select landmarks node selected, we can just click on the mesh and it will add points. If we right click on them, they will get removed. And if we hold shift and click, symmetric point will be added, right? And let's remove this. I forgot to add here as well. Okay, make sure you don't skip any correspondent in each side, because then you will lose the order. Your mesh will be messed up. The order you can see there, the point landmarks are color coded, so you can identify if you have the same color in both sides at the same spot, then you're good to go, right? And let's add this here, and let's add here and here. Okay, further we can go with the splines. We can test the splines as well. If you enable lock camera here, after you've positioned the perfectly, both viewports will be moved by the same amount, right? So let's go ahead and start a spline landmark, and to do that we press T, and we will have this small menu here. To cancel it, we just click cancel or escape, and to accept it, you either press again T or accept the changes. Let me show you. So to accept the spline, you click on finish spline or T again, right? So let's proceed. We add a point here and a point here. If you feel like you need the spline goes a little bit weird, it doesn't follow correctly the geometry, you can add another one in between, right? So I'm gonna do the same. We're gonna go here, right? And we're gonna do this. You have to have the same amount of control points in a spline in both sides, right? Otherwise you're gonna have problems. So I have the same amount. I can see here 7 points for source, 7 points for target, and to accept, either I click finish spline or I press T button, T key, right? And this is it. And now I can go ahead adding another one. Let's press T, and let's select in both sides. Okay. Let's accept this. We press T. And now let's do the hands. For the hands, it's pretty easy. We're going to add a huge spline, right? We're starting from the shoulder in both sides. And we finish in the elbow area, like this, right? And for this, oh, let's accept this. I forgot to accept it. Don't forget to accept it once you're done with it. Let's select another one from here to the hand, right? Let's accept it. And let's disable lock camera because our angles here are different. And let's go with the pinky first. Let's add a spline. You can add just points, but it works pretty good with spline, I'm pretty sure. Okay, and for the toes, let's just do normal points. We don't need splines for this. Okay, we're gonna leave that hand alone. I just wanna show you the differences between using landmarks and not using landmarks. And I think we can accept these landmarks here. And probably we can also save. Okay. And now we have our progress saved, right? Let's proceed further. Next thing we want to do is rigid fitting. So let's select rigid fit. And we also want to input the landmarks, so the landmarks get transformed as well with our rigid fitting. And we will see that our mesh got scaled. It got scaled to match our DAS character, right? And now let's go forward with non-rigid fitting. And this is what will give our final shape to our wrapping. Oh, okay. You can fiddle with these options. They have a description, all of them. Usually the defaults work pretty good, but don't hesitate to work with them. Okay, this is our deformation. We forgot to put landmarks near the ear area, so we're gonna do that. This is the arm without landmarks. This is the arm with landmarks. And these are the toes. So the result is pretty good. But let's also add our ear landmarks, right? We want to have those working good. So let's go back to select landmarks node. And this is gonna be pretty easy. Let's add a landmark here and a landmark here. And let's do the same on the other side. Okay, and let's test it again. Let's accept these changes. Let's move to the rigid fit node. We have to rerun this to apply our new control points as well, our landmarks. And now let's go to non-rigid fit and run it again. Okay, now we have the ears fixed. And what we want to do now is reapply this deformation in this area as well. You could have add in the crotch area. You could add some control points as well. And also for this example, it worked pretty good. But you can also add in the armpit area some control points, some landmarks there. So the wrapping goes better, right? And now we want to apply this deformation to our initial meshes, right? And they need to blend perfectly fine. There are two separate meshes, so we need to apply those to that mesh. So it's pretty easy. We're gonna drag the mesh from what is this? The first one was the body. Okay, we're gonna drag this and we're gonna go with apply deltas, right? And as a target, we're just gonna use what we had before rigid fitting. So this is our neutral mesh from remove occluded. And in a morph target, we're gonna add the result from non-rigid fit, right? And we applied our deformation to our initial topology, right? That's pretty good, super powerful. And let's do the same for the head. We're gonna do the same thing. Let's do this body. And we're gonna do the same for the head, right? We're gonna run and apply deltas. We're gonna bring this from remove occluded and the non-rigid fit result. And we will apply deltas now. Okay. And what we can also do now, since we had missing topology and we had to reproject our changes to our mesh, we can go ahead and let's move this a little bit lower. We can push and select the sculpt mesh, right? And in the original, for this, I'm just gonna select our original face, right? And we can go to restore, and we can select our components that we want to restore, right? So what we want to restore is the teeth, most likely, and saliva. And these are relative to the head shader, right? So let's do this restore here. Perfect. If you want, you can disable preserve location. You can do all this kind of stuff here. It's up to you. You have all the freedom you want. And now we want to do the eyelashes and the eyes, right? So for the eye left, I'm gonna preserve location because this location we had here is pretty good, right? So let's stop rendering this. So I want to preserve location and relative restore. Actually, we don't need to relative restore. We just have to apply restore. Okay, that's the one. And for the eye right as well, we don't need relative for the eyeballs. We don't need relative restore, just normal restore. Okay, and let's see what we got here. If you need to reposition them, you can use the transform tool and just reposition them where you want, right? Both for both meshes, for both eyes. And we want to do one more thing. We have the eyelashes, eye shell, eyelashes, all these components here, right? Eye edge, let's see, eye edge. And the cartilage. Okay, so these two are relative to the head. So let's apply a relative restore here. And eye shell, eyelashes, these are relative to the head. Actually, eyelashes are relative to the head shader. Okay, and the eye shell is relative to the head, and eye left and eye right, like this. Perfect. So let's go back. If you need to do some corrections or whatever, it's up to you. And let's accept these changes. Okay. And now if you want, you can export this to OBJ and use in another software or whatever you're doing. Or you can create a morph target. And let's select face. And the name is going to be Daz. Oh, this is the body, right? So wrong mesh here anyway. This is the body, and the first one here is the body. We need to select the neutral and our morphed, right? And now we can create. And we're gonna do the same for for our face. So let's go again, create morph target. This is the morphed one, face. Okay. And let's test it out. Let's open our skeletal meshes in Persona. This is our DAS morph target on the face. And let's go to the body. And this is our DAS morph target for the body. So as you can see, this is a very powerful workflow. It allows us to do some advanced techniques and cleanups before wrapping. Our wrapping algorithm has been improved by a lot in the last 2-3 months. So I've worked intensively on this. So we have great results with our wrapping. And yeah, guys, this is it. I hope you enjoyed this long tutorial video, and see you around. Bye.